Today, we're at the Marble House in Warwick. I want to show you some of the benefits of a property with an annexe. An annexe can provide a multitude of uses for your home. For some, it can provide accommodation for an extended family. Grandparents, teenagers, or even relatives can live within the grounds of the property, but still enjoy the freedom and independence of their own space. They can also be used as a teenage suite, occasional guest use, recreational, for instance parties, cinemas, games rooms, or even a dedicated gymnasium. If you work from home, then having your office or business premises away from the main residence can act as a buffer from your business to your private life. Sometimes it can be appealing to lock up the offices and retire to the residence, switching off from the day's work. If you have staff that work from the building, it can also be preferable to have a distinguishable difference between work and home. An annexe can also be adaptable, and what you may well use it for at the start of your tenure in the property might not be its usage towards the end as your lifestyle evolves, your family size or work commitment changes. Contrary to popular belief, a home does not have to have a separate entrance or front door to be liable for a separate council tax charge. HMRC deems an annexe to be liable for separate banding if it could be classed as a self-contained unit. For example, it has its own kitchen area, bathroom and sleeping or living space, even if it shares other services and entrances with the main house. Two sets of council tax could be levied if a property has an annexe, so you will need to consider this if you are building an annexe, buying a house with an annexe, or designing an extension to include an annexe. You may be able to apply for a Class T exemption to the second amount of tax if it is possible to prove that the annexe is for sole family use, for someone who is substantially mentally or physically disabled, or for a relative over the age of 65. As for stamp duty, the rules were updated in 2018 so that a property with a self-contained annexe is treated as a single dwelling, provided the main part of the house is worth at least 2/3 of the value of the whole property and the annexe is within the main property or in the grounds of the main property. So here at Marble House in Warwick, with a guide price of 3 million, without the annexe, the stamp duty would be an eye-watering £273,750. However, by the new HMRC stamp duty rules, splitting the purchase with the house at 2 million and the annexe at 1 million, the house stamp duty is £153,750 and the annexe stamp duty is £43,750, which would equate to £197,500. Still a considerable amount, but a saving of £76,250 nonetheless.